Hello everybody, today we are going to solve previous year's questions of NEET or AIPMT from Physics Chapter 1 Physical World and Measurement. Question 1. The unit of permittivity of free space epsilon naught is, so as we know it is option C, Coulomb square per Newton into meter square. Question 2. The dimensions of universal gravitational constant, as we know it is -1 in mass, 3 in length and -2 in time, which makes it option A. The ratio of dimensions of Planck's constant and that of moment of inertia is the dimension of. So here we know the dimensions of Planck constant as 1 in mass, 2 in length and -1 in time, and dimension of moment of inertia is 1 in mass and 2 in length. So if we solve, we get t minus 1 or 1 by t, which is the dimension of frequency. So it is option B. Question 4. The velocity of a particle at time t is given by v is equal to at plus b divided by t plus c, where a, b and c are constants. The dimension of a, b and c are, so here we know that the dimensions of v is equal to dimensions of at, which is equal to dimensions of b by t plus c, because the dimensions of v is lt minus 1 or meter per second. So at also should be meter per second and b divided by t plus c also should be meter per second according to principle of homogeneity. So we solve here. The dimensions of v is equal to at. So by solving we get the dimensions of a is equal to lt minus 2, and also lt minus 1 is equal to b by t plus c. But here t plus c, only dimensions can be added which are same. So dimensions of c is equal to dimensions of t. So therefore c is equal to t. From equation 1 we get b is equal to L. So the dimensions a is equal to lt minus 2, b is equal to L and c is equal to t, which makes it option B. So then we do question 5. The dimensions of resistance in an electrical circuit in terms of dimensions of mass m, of length L, of time t and of current I would be. So here again we know v is equal to IR, which means R is equal to V by I. Also V is equal to, the potential is equal to work done divided by charge, and the dimensions of work done is equal to ml2 t minus 2, and charge is equal to Q is equal to IT. So we put V here and we get R is equal to ml2 t minus 2 divided by IT into 1 by t. So therefore we get R is equal to 1 in mass, 2 in length and -3 in time and -2 in I, electric current. So it makes option 3 C. Question 6. If error of measurement of radius of sphere is 2%, then the error in the determination of volume of this sphere will be. So here volume V is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube, where volume is only dependent on the radius of the sphere. By applying natural log on both sides we get ln V is equal to ln 4 by 3 pi plus ln r cube, and by differentiating we get dV by V is equal to 3 dr by r, which means error in volume is equal to 3 into 2%. 2% is the error in determination of radius. So we multiply it by 3, we get the error in determination of volume, which is 6%, and it is option D. Question 7. Which of the following 5 physical parameters have the same dimensions? A. Question 1. Energy density, 2. Refractive index, 3. Dielectric constant, 4. Young's modulus, or 5. Magnetic field. Energy density is equal to work done divided by volume, and the dimensions of work done is equal to ml2 t minus 2, of that volume is equal to L cube. So if we divide it we get ml minus 1 t minus 2. Young's modulus Y is equal to force divided by area into length by change in length. So the dimensions of force is equal to mlt minus 2, that of area is equal to L2 and into L by L. So Young's modulus is equal to ml minus 1 t minus 2. So therefore the dimensions of 1 and 4 are the same. It is option A. Question 8. If the dimensions of a physical quantity are given by A in mass, B in length and C in time, then the physical quantity will be. If we put the value of A is equal to 1 and B is equal to 0 and C is equal to -1, then we don't get velocity. Again, if we put A is equal to 1, B is equal to 1 and C is equal to -2, again we don't get the acceleration. For force, if we put A is equal to 0, it is not possible because F is equal to ma and that is one dimension in mass. So for pressure, you know that pressure is equal to force by area. P is equal to by L square. P is equal to ml t minus 2 by L square. P is equal to ml minus 1 t minus 2. A is equal to 1, B is equal to -1 and C is equal to -2. Right. So option D is correct. So for question 8, option D is correct. Then we'll move on. Question 9. The dimensions of half epsilon naught E square, where epsilon naught is permittivity of free space and E is electric field, is. So we all know that half epsilon naught into E square is equal to energy density, which is mu E. Also, we also know that energy density is equal to energy divided by volume. So therefore the dimensions of energy are ml2 t minus 2 and that of volume are L cube. So therefore by solving you get ml minus 1 t minus 2, which makes it option B. Question 10. A student measures the distances traversed in free fall of a boy initially at rest. He uses this data to estimate g, the acceleration due to gravity. If the maximum percentage errors in measurement of the distance and the time are even and negative respectively, find the percentage error in the estimation of g. So we know that S is equal to ut plus half gt square, and according to the problem the boy is initially at rest, so u is equal to 0. Then we get g is equal to 2s by t square. Taking natural log on both sides, ln g is equal to ln s minus 2 ln t, and differentiating them, dg by g is equal to ds by s minus 2 dt by t, or delta g by g is equal to delta s by s minus 2 delta t by t. But maximum permissible error, percentage error, is delta g by g into 100 is equal to delta s by s into 100 plus 2 into delta t by t into 100. So therefore, and they have given that the maximum permissible error in distance traversed is even and the error in time is E2. So therefore the maximum permissible error in estimation of g is even plus 2 E2, which makes it option B. 11. The dimensions of mu naught epsilon naught whole power minus 1 by 2 are. This is the formula for speed of light. C is equal to 1 by root of mu naught epsilon naught, and the dimensions of speed are Lt minus 1. Option C is correct. Question 12. The density of a material in CJ system of units is 4 gram per centimeter cube. In a system of units in which unit of length is 10 centimeter and unit of mass is 100 gram, the value of the material will be. So here we know that x1 u1 is equal to x2 u2, where x is measurement of quantity and u is the units of measurement. 4 gram per centimeter cube is equal to x2 into 100 gram by 10 centimeter whole cube. 4 gram per centimeter cube is equal to x2 into 100 gram divided by 10 cube centimeter cube. By solving, you get x2 is equal to 40, which makes it option C. And question 13. The damping force of an oscillator is directly proportional to the velocity. The units of constant of proportionality are. So since it is given the problem that damping force F is directly proportional to the velocity speed v, which implies that F is equal to kv, where k is the proportionality constant. Also k is equal to F by v, and we know the dimensions of force is mlt minus 2 and dimension of velocity is lt minus 1. So by solving you get mt minus 1, which means 1 in mass and minus 1 in time. So therefore the units are kg per second. That is option C. So the 14th question. The dimensions of mu naught epsilon naught whole power minus 1 by 2 are. It is repeated again. So the dimensions are lt minus 1, same as that of speed. Question 15. In an experiment, 4 quantities A, B, C and D are measured with percentage error 1%, 2%, 3% and 4% respectively. Quantity P is calculated as follows. P is equal to A cube B square CD, A cube B square divided by CD. The percentage error in P is. So here the percentage error in P, since P is equal to A cube B square divided by CD, delta P by P into 100 is the percentage error in P, which is equal to 3 into the exponent of A into delta A by A into 100, which is percentage error in A, plus 2 into delta B by B into 100, plus 1 into delta C by C into 100, since the exponent of C is 1, and delta C by C into 100 is the percentage error in C, plus 1 into delta D by D into 100. So 3 into the percentage error in A, as given in the problem, is 1%, plus 2 into delta B by B into 100 is 2%, plus 1 into 3%, plus 1 into 4%. So by solving you get 14%. It is option C. 16. The pair of quantities having same dimensions is, so A, option A, impulse is equal to force into time, and surface tension, which is equal to force divided by length. So by solving you get impulse is equal to mlt minus 1 and surface tension is equal to mt minus 2. Their dimensions are unequal. Option B, angular momentum and work. Angular momentum is equal to moment of inertia into angular velocity, whereas work is equal to force into distance. By solving, we get the dimensions of angular momentum as ml2 t minus 1 and the dimensions of work are ml2 t minus 2, which are also unequal. Here, option C, work and torque. We have calculated the dimensions of work, which are equal to ml2 t minus 2 and torque is equal to force into distance. So force ml2 t minus 2 and distance L. So by solving, we get ml2 t minus 2. Yes, and in option C, work and torque, the dimensions are same. And fourth option D, Young's modulus and energy. Young's modulus, force by area into length divided by change in length, and energy, which is the dimensions of energy is equal to dimensions of work, ml2 t minus 2. So these are unequal. So the correct option is option C, work and torque. Question 17. If force F, velocity V and time T are taken as fundamental units, then the dimensions of mass are. Here we got many methods. One such method is by principle of homogeneity method, but I got another easy method. We know that force is equal to mass into acceleration, F is equal to m into v by t. Therefore m is equal to ft by v. So the dimensions are since time, force and velocity are the fundamental units, the dimensions of mass are f, v minus 1 and t, which makes it option D. And then the question 18. If energy E, velocity V and time t are chosen as the fundamental quantities, the dimensional formula of surface tension will be. So again we can use principle of homogeneity, but here I got easier method. Surface tension is equal to force divided by length. S is equal to force by length into length by length. It doesn't change anything. S is equal to force into length divided by length square. But we know that force into length is equal to work. So surface tension is equal to work by length square. Surface tension is equal to, and also work is equal to energy according to dimensions, E divided by, and length can be written as speed into time, Vd square. So therefore the dimensions of S are E, V minus 2, T minus 2 according to, if we consider E, V and T as fundamental quantities. So the correct option is option A. So then question 19. If dimensions of critical velocity Vc of a liquid flowing through a tube are expressed as eta power x, rho power y and r power z, where eta, rho and r are the coefficient of viscosity of liquid, density of liquid and radius of tube respectively, then the values of x, y and z are given by. So here it is inevitable to use the principle of homogeneity. So here we go. So since it is given in the problem, it is directly proportional to them. Vc is equal to eta power x, rho power y and r power z. So the velocity, the dimensions of velocity are Lt minus 1, which we can equal the dimensions of three of these quantities with that of velocity, and the dimensions of eta, the coefficient of viscosity is ml minus 1 t minus 1 whole power x, and the dimensions of rho are ml minus 3 whole power y, and the radius is nothing but the distance, L power z. Lt minus 1 is equal to, so by solving this we get m power x plus y, L power minus x minus 3y plus z, t power minus x. By solving we get y is equal to minus 1, x is equal to 1 and z is equal to minus 1. So option C is correct for this one. Question 20. Planck's constant h, speed of light in vacuum C, and Newton's gravitational constant G are three fundamental constants. Which of the following combination of these has the dimension of length? So again we should express these three quantities as length. So here we go guys. L is directly proportional to h power x, c power y and g power z, and the dimensions of length can be equated with those of these three quantities. and the dimensions of Planck's constant ml2 t minus 1 whole power x, c which is speed lt minus 1 whole power y, and g Newton's universal law of gravitation m minus 1 L3 and t minus 2 whole power z. And then by solving we get x is equal to z. X is equal to z is equal to 1 by 2 and y is equal to minus 3 by 2. So the correct option is option D. Then question 21. A physical quantity of dimensions of length that can be formed out of c, g and e square by 4 pi epsilon naught is. So here again e square by 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to, we can write it in the form of f into d square, because f is equal to e square by 4 pi epsilon naught into 1 by d square. So we get the dimensions as ml3 t minus 2, g is equal to m minus 1 L3 and t minus 2, and c is equal to Lt minus 1. And again by principle of homogeneity we solve it, then we get x is equal to 1 by 2, y is equal to 1 by 2 and z is equal to minus 2. Then we get option D. Question 22. A student measured the diameter of a small steel ball using a screw gauge of least count 0.001 centimeter. The main scale reading 5 millimeter and 0 of circular scale division coincides with 25 divisions above the reference level. If screw gauge has a zero error of minus 0.004 centimeter, the correct diameter of the ball is. As it is simple, we have diameter is equal to of screw gauge, diameter of screw in a screw gauge is equal to MSR plus CSR into LC minus ZD, where MSR is main scale reading, CSR is circular scale reading, LC is least count, and ZD is zero error. So MSR, they have given a problem is 5 millimeter plus CSR, circular scale reading is 25, into the least count is 0.001 centimeter, and minus 0.004, which is the zero error. So therefore 0.5 millimeter can be written as 0.5 centimeter plus 25 into 0.001 centimeter plus 0.004 centimeter. So we get option D, 0.529 centimeter. And question 23. The unit of thermal conductivity is, again, K, thermal conductivity is K is equal to Qx by A into T1 minus T2 into T, where Q is the heat flow, X is thickness of the slab, A is area of the slab, and T1 minus T2 is the difference in temperature, and where small t is the time taken, which can be written as joule meter per meter square into Kelvin second. But joule per second is watt into 1 by m into 1 by k, which is equal to W m minus 1 and k minus 1. So the correct option is option A. Twenty-fourth question. In an experiment, the percentage error occurred in the measurement of physical quantities A, B, C, D are 1%, 2%, 3% and 4% respectively. Then the maximum percentage error in the measurement of x, where x is equal to a square b power 1 by 2 by divided by c power 1 by 3 into d cube will be. So here the maximum percentage error in x, delta x by x into 100 is equal to 2, which is the exponent of a, into delta a by a plus half into delta b by b plus 1 by 3 into delta c by c plus 3 into delta d by d into 100. So therefore by solving we get 16%, which is option C. Question 25. Taking into account the significant figures, what is the value of 9.99 meter minus 0.0099 meter? So here we should, of the two numbers, we should take the number which has less significant figures, which means only two significant figures. Here only option B has two significant figures. Question B. Dimensions of stress are. So the dimensions of stress, option A, 1 in mass, 0 in length and minus 2 in time. Option B, 1 in mass, minus 1 in length and minus 2 in time. This is the correct option. Dimension of stress, 1 in mass, minus 1 in length and minus 2 in time. Question 27. A screw gauge has least count of 0.01 millimeter and there are 50 divisions in its circular scale. The pitch of the screw gauge is. So we know that the pitch is equal to least count into number of divisions in circular scale. P is equal to least count is given 0.01 millimeter into number of divisions in circular scale 50. So the pitch is 0.5 millimeter. Option A is correct. So that's it, guys. 27 questions from 13 previous years questions. of chapter 1 from physics. Like, subscribe, share for more.